Hi, Lions. Thanks for joining me so we can do another lesson where we can practice the sounds and heart words that we know. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is generate some rhymes because remember that can help us to spell new words. Okay, today we're going to rhyme with app. So I'll say the first sound and you put it together with app to make a rhyming word. Okay, here we go. Together with app, map. Together, wrap. Together, nap. Together, cap. Together, lap. Together, gap. Good. Listen, I'm going to say the words. Listen as I say them and hear how they're all alike. Here we go. Map, wrap, nap, cap, lap, gap. Did you hear they all ended with the same sound? They all ended with the app sound. Good job. Okay, let's do another warm up. Now, I'm going to say a word and then I want you to tap out the sounds. Because remember, when we're spelling a word, we have to be able to hear each individual sound so we can represent it with a letter or letters. Okay, the first word is naps. The baby naps for a large part of the day. Naps. Good. Say socks. Socks. I put socks on under my sneakers. Now sound socks. Ready? Socks. Good job. Say pans. I had several pans I needed to wash. Pans. Sound it? Pans. Good job. Say caps. There were several caps they had to wear on their head. Caps. Sound it? Caps. Good job. Say pens. Pens. Sound it? Pens. Last one. Say pops. Pops. Sound it? Pops. Good job, Lions. Okay, we are going to practice or review the sounds that we've learned so far. The first one, my turn. Together. Your turn. Good. Remember, this is the new sound we learned the other day, like patting pizza. And this is the letter P. I. Together. I. Your turn. Good. When we see Y at the end of a short word, a single syllable word, it says I. This Y is pretending to be a vowel at the end of a short word. B. Together. B. Your turn. Good. And that is like the batting ball. This is the letter B. Remember, when we make a letter B, we make a stick and then the circle. Together. Your turn. Good. Show me the octopus. That is the sound, or that is the picture we remember. If we can't remember the sound for O, it says like at the beginning of octopus. And this is the letter O. This, of course, is a closed syllable. A closed syllable is when the vowel is being closed in by a consonant. And when that happens, the vowel can only make a short vowel sound. All. Together. All. Your turn. Good. Remember, when we see this in a word, we don't make each individual sound. We just read it as one unit, which is all. Together. Your turn. Like the flying fish. This is the letter F. Together. Your turn. like the hissing snake. Ooh. Okay, and this is the letter S. T, together, t. Your turn. Like the tick-tock clock. This is the letter T. Together, your turn. Like the huffing horse, letter H. Together, your turn. Like nose noise, this is the letter N. K, together, k, your turn. Like kick the can. And this is how we spell this at the end of a word. This is a digraph. A digraph is when you have two or more letters that make one sound. Together, your turn. Like the racing robot. This is the letter R. K, together, k, your turn. Like the kick the can sound. This is the letter C. K, together, k, your turn. Again, like kick the can, and this is the letter K. So we have three ways to make the k sound. C, K, and then CK together. D, together, D, your turn. Like the digging dog. And this is the letter D. Remember the D, you make a circle and then the stick. Together, your turn. And of course, our cue, our picture is the apple. All right, lions, pretend to pick an apple from the tree. And this also is a closed syllable because there is a consonant after the vowel, closing it in, and that makes a short vowel sound. Together, your turn. And this is the letter I. This also is a closed syllable because this line is showing us that there's a consonant after the vowel, closing it in. And show me the I signal, like you're itching. Good job. Together, your turn. And this is the letter U. And if we can't remember the sound of U, our symbol is pointing up because up, the beginning sound is together, your turn. Like the humming monkey. And this is letter M. Good job. Let's practice those sounds in new words. Here we go. We're going to make each sound and then we'll blend it together. P, up, pop, off, off. Like I'm turning the light off. Maps, maps. Now remember, if I cover up this ending, we have the word map. That's a base word. When we add S to the end of a base word, the S is a suffix and it makes the word mean more than one. So if it was just map, it would be one map. But when we have maps, it could be 2 maps, it could be 5 maps, it could be 100. It means more than one. Okay, here we go. It, hip, op, hop. I know some of our lions do hip hop dancing. Ack, pack. And I see in the middle of this word, so when you see a small word that you know, like I see on, in the middle of this word, instead of making each individual sound, I can read that smaller unit that I know. Pond, pond. Good job. Because we want to be efficient readers. So if you know a part of the word, you could go ahead and read that part rather than each individual letter. Rack, rack. Stick, stick. App, caps. So let's look again. If I were to cover up the S, we would have the word cap. So that's the base word. The S at the end is the suffix, and now it means more than one. Caps. So I have more than one caps. A cap is another word for hat, or maybe a cap to a marker. Cuts. Cuts. Okay, now I see Y at the end of a small word, a single syllable word. And remember, Y at the end of a small word says I. So we're going to read this with the I sound. Cry, cry. I hope nobody is going to cry. Okay, now we're going to learn 2 new heart words today. Remember, heart words are words that we need to know automatically because they're words that we're going to come across a lot in stories that we read, and they're also going to be words you're going to use a lot in your own writing. So we want to know them automatically. And a lot of times these words do not follow our phonics rules that we learn. They're rule breakers. Okay, so the first word I want to introduce you to is what. What did you do this weekend? W-H-A-T, what? I want you to read it with me, spell it with me, and read it. What? Spell it. W-H-A-T. Read what? Good job. The second sight word I want to introduce you to is do. Do. What do you like to do on the weekend? So read it. Do. Spell D-O. Read it. Do. Good job, Lions. Okay, the rest of our sight words, just like all the sight words, I want you to read, spell, read with me. I need to hear you, Lions. Here we go. They. T-H-E-Y. They. And one way I remember how to spell they is I remember it has the word the in it. Down. D-O-W-N. Down. Read. Little. Spell L-I-T-T-L-E. Little. Here. H-E-R-E. Here. Read, spell, read with me. Go. G-O. Go. Whoops. Under. U-N-D-E-R. Under. One of the words went under my desk. Is. I-S. Is. U. Y-O-U. U. R. A-R-E. R. No. N-O. No. Put. P-U-T. Put. On. O-N. On. Can. C-A-N. Can. I. Spell it. I. Read. I. And do you notice this is a capital I? Whenever you have the word I, it is always a capital letter because it's a name. I, that's kind of like my name. Now, if you're using the word I in a word, it's going to be lowercase. Me, M-E, me. See, S-E-E-C. She, S-H-E, she. We, W-E, we. He, H-E, he. Do you notice we and he and she? They all rhyme and they all end with the same spelling at the end. Saw, S-A-W, saw. Was, W-A-S, was. Okay, Lions, we're going to stop here. I just want to remind you of a couple of things. So when you see a small part of a word that you already know, you don't have to make each individual sound. So instead of saying on, I knew this was on, so I read this as pond, pond. So that's helps you to be an efficient reader. So it doesn't take as long to figure out the word. So that's one trick. Something else that I want to remind you of is when you see S at the end of a word, a lot of times that makes it mean more than one. So like map is a base word. Maps, now it means more than one, whereas map meant only one. So remember, when you see S at the end of a base word, it usually means more than one. So the S at the end of a base word is what's called a suffix. A suffix is something we add to the end of a base word to change what it means. Okay, and I also want to point out again, when you see Y at the end of a small word, it says I, like at the end of cry. Okay, Lions, we'll pick up tomorrow and we'll practice spelling these sounds and words, and we will practice reading a story that has these sounds and words in them. All right, I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great day.